Welcome back to Mac Talks of Football. And Chelsea have qualified for the finals of the Club World Cup after they defeated Fluminense 2-0 in the semi-final. So let's go and talk about this game. It was a really fun game, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I expected it to be a very, a very entertaining, hard-fought game, and it was a very hard-fought game. Even though the scoreline is a 2-0, and people are going to think it was a one-sided game, it was not a one-sided game. I mean, Fluminense were really good. They have been one of the best teams of the tournament. Unfortunately, they are eliminated. I mean, you are going to get eliminated at some point of the tournament. They made it to top 4, which nobody really expected them to do, but they have, as I said, they have surprised so many teams, and they have played really good football. And today again, I mean, it was a really good performance from Chelsea, but they had to work really hard. And I mean, if you are a Fluminense fan, I'm not going to talk about Fluminense first. If you're a Fluminense fan and you saw that match and you saw the way that your team has played throughout the tournament, I mean, they should be really proud. The difference between their players and the difference between Chelsea's players, I mean, it is so huge. But the way that they fought, I mean, they gave it their all, and watching them, that is why it is a Brazilian team. Of course, I'm gonna it's a cliche thing to say, but Brazilians love football, and they showed it today. The way that team has played throughout the tournament, and even today. I mean, they came close so many times, 2-3 times they came close to scoring a goal against Chelsea as well, but they were just really unlucky. I mean, they had that penalty shot as well. They had a goal line clearance from Marco Corella as well. A couple of really good chances went missing. They were not really on target, and they messed up in the end. If I'm being very honest with you, they created good chances, but that final pass in that final third area, they were not really able to deliver that final ball. They were not really able to apply that final touch to put the ball in the back of the net, and that is the reason they unfortunately lost the game. If you talk about Chelsea, I mean, if you are a Chelsea fan, you would be really happy, because that was a really good performance. I'm watching that game as an Arsenal fan, and I can understand what Maresca has done and what this team is capable of doing. I mean, if you there are problems. It's not like there are not problems, but but the base, the main thing that really generates Chelsea is those two holding midfielders, Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo. I mean, the way that both of them played, those engines, I mean, that is really good. The entirety of that game, the way that the clever fouls, the way that they stopped Fluminense's transition. The moment there was a chance of Fluminense going on a counter attack, they would pull out a great tackle, or they would pull out a tactical foul to stop Fluminense from going. They made it so hard for Fluminense, to get a forward, and it was really great to watch. Again, Marco Corella, I'm going to mention him again. I mean, if there is one player, to be very honest with you, who has really had his career revived from a single tournament, that has to be Marco Corella. A couple of years ago, they were so he was so down and out. Everybody, even Chelsea fans wanted him out of the club. He goes to the Euros last year, and something changes. I mean, he has an amazing tournament, and then he had a wonderful season for Chelsea last year, and then again today. I mean, so good. That goal line clearance, the way that that he battled with not two different wingers on his side, and he kept going and going. I mean, it was a really good performance. Cole Palmer, of course, he again, it has been a hit and a miss for him. But the one person that I really want to talk about, of course, the match hero, Joâo Pedro. I mean, this is why you bring in good players. I have said this. You can see all my videos regarding Joâo Pedro. I have consistently said that it is a very huge signing for Chelsea. He is this guy is something special, and he was amazing at Brighton, and he's gonna be even better at Chelsea. The way that Chelsea play, he's gonna score a lot of goals. He's gonna score goals for fun, and he's gonna be a huge problem for all the defenses in the league. As he can play anywhere. That is a big advantage. He played as a forward today in place of Liam Delap, and you could just see the difference. The moment he went off and Nicholas Jackson came in, you could just literally see the standards fall in that attack. That just shows how much of a good player he is. I mean, both of those goals, especially I am gonna talk about that second goal. That was something spectacular. Waiting, having that intelligence first to not on that left hand side, realizing that there'll be a chance of a counter attack, and then holding himself so not to get offside, getting the pass, beating defenders, and then scoring that goal. I mean, it was a special goal. Both of those goals were special, but I personally like that a second goal. I mean, that was really good. Scoring against his boyhood club as well. It was a masterful performance from Joâo Pedro. And of course, Maresca is going to be really happy about it. They have spent a big amount of money on Joâo Pedro, and he has already started to deliver. I mean, this was his first full game, and he has scored a brace, and he has gotten them into the final of Club World Cup. So you as a manager, you cannot really ask anything more than that, than what Pedro has already done. He's going to be a big player for Chelsea. I keep on saying this. People are not really seeing what Maresca is doing, but next year Chelsea are going to be a really hard team to beat, and they are going to score goals. That is for certain. You can look back and go and check my videos from a year ago, and I'm saying this as an Arsenal fan. I said it last year as well, that Maresca is going to be the guy that is going to take bring Chelsea back to this title challenging for the title. Sorry, he's going to bring the Chelsea back for challenging for the title, get them into the Champions League, playing in those big competitions. He's going to make them compete again. I've said this for almost a year now, and you can start to see that starting to the fruits are starting to come out of 1 year's patience from a lot of Chelsea fans. There were some fans that again, it is a thing with Chelsea that some fans wanted him out, but majority of the Chelsea fans, and I again have to say, the owner finally showed some sense, and used his brain and kept Maresca at the job, because what he has done since he has come in, that is another debate, but he is the right guy, and you can start to see what he is building at Chelsea. And I keep on saying, it is still not a finished product. They might not go ahead and challenge for the title. It might be another season where they fight for the top 4, but it is a slow progress, a process. It is going to take time. I can if you go by name to name, they might not have a better starting 11 than Arsenal. They might not have a better starting 11 than Liverpool. They might not have a better starting 11 than Manchester City. And in my opinion, they don't. I think all those 3 starting 11 from those 3 clubs are better than Chelsea. But you can at least have 6-7 players in that squad that would easily start, in majority of those teams. I mean, you take Enzo Fernandez, you take Moises Caicedo, you can take Cole Palmer, Marco Corella, all of these players, and they can start for City, they can start for Liverpool, they can start for Arsenal. So he's starting to build that squad, and you have the supporting cast, and he's, as I said, he's starting to build up, and it's going to take time, and you are seeing the progress today. And I will not be surprised if Chelsea end up winning this tournament. We are going to see Real Madrid and PSG play tomorrow, and when the final happens, whichever team wins that game is going to be the favorite. But I would not be surprised if Chelsea come up and shock everybody and win the tournament. And the way that they have played, I mean, it was such a commanding performance, especially those two in that midfield, and the way they move the ball so quickly. And it is like Chelsea are playing sensibly, which is very rare, which they have lacked for the last couple of seasons before Maresca came. It feels like there is calm in the team. There's some sort of calmness that Maresca has brought, and I keep on saying the same thing. It is starting to show those results. It will take time, but Maresca is leading Chelsea towards the right path, and this Club World Cup could be the first major trophy. Of course they won the Conference League, but this Club World Cup, I think it could be another trophy that Chelsea win under Maresca. And again, a spectacular performance. Congratulations to Chelsea for reaching the final, and commiserations to Fluminense for getting out. That is from me in this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the game, what you guys think of Chelsea as a competitor in the Premier League as well, and Maresca and Pedro. Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 600 subscribers before the end of July, so please go ahead and subscribe and help the channel out. Until next time, bye bye.